Welcome one and all to the test. So, I'm not going to show you the base just yet. What I'm going to do is I'm going to run the Horde tonight so you can see what happens tonight. I have added something new, so we'll see if that new addition will help or hinder us. But long and short of this, the settings that I am running on will be appearing on the left now for you. And this will be quite a hard night, to be quite honest, because if I bring up my stats at the moment, it is level 58, and as you can see, the settings are pretty difficult, but we could ramp it up a bit further, so we'll see how it goes tonight. That in mind, you can see I have a pistol, I have a rifle, I have a machete, and I have a junk turret, but the junk turret I'm probably not going to use. I have got one first aid kit, plenty of ammunition, some repair kits, etc., and we will see how this night goes. Long and short of this, you can hear there's a couple of blade traps running. They are just below me. As you can see, there's a couple of gaps in here, and that's where the zombies will drop down straight into those blade traps. So we will see how this fans out. Through other tests, it has worked rather well, so let's see how it goes with the new addition that I've added just recently. And bring on the Horde. well, that's daytime, and that's just the end of the horde. So I'm going to do some checks. I suspect it's just mostly damage to the rotor blades, a little bit of damage around this sort of area from my own gunshots, and the spikes that are down there as well. So I'm going to go take a look at that, and I will bring it back in just before the next horde. And that one, I will ramp it up, and we'll see how it goes on the next one. So welcome back to the second night, and as you can see, it is day 4. I have increased the difficulty. I have allowed the zombies to do more damage to the blocks, and you can see all of that here. This is the settings that I'm currently running on. I have increased the number of zombies from 8 to 16 as well, because I have now upgraded the RAM on my PC, so hopefully it should handle it a bit better. You can also see that my game level, the game stage, is 136, and I am level 65. Now, I've done some checks around the base, I've done the repairs that needed to be, and we are doing this again to see how far we can go. Now, I am going to use the trusty pistol again, as I did last night. I am probably not going to use the junk turret at this stage, but I will look into maybe using it if it starts getting a bit leery around here. Other than that, we're going to sit back and wait for the horde to arrive. So, with that, I will see you just before the horde arrives tonight. Okay, with the night just about to come in, I want to point out a couple of things. I've just put a couple of modifications onto the junk turret, just in case I need to use that. And if you have been observant, you'll see that it is now Alpha 18.3 rather than Alpha 18.2. So, with that in mind, we have 5 minutes game time to go, so let's get ourselves ready for this horde to come in for the night. Let's see if any demolishers turn up tonight. Wow. That was intense, to say the least. Run out of ammunition. Reloading. Fixing. Whoa. Definitely need to ingress the ability to use a machine gun or something like that. Maybe a couple of turrets. But this base stood up to, I don't know how many explosions from zombies there were. But that was near for insane. Now, if you consider I've done that all with a pistol and a junk turret, no help from anybody else, couple of blade traps, which I think one of them conked out quite early on, and a few spike traps, I have to say that's done phenomenally well. I'll wait till morning, and then we'll go have a look at all the damage, and you can see the base for the very first time and what it looks like. So if no one else turns up between now and then, I will cut straight to the morning. Well, welcome back to the morning. So, let's go see what's been done. First off, welcome to the inside of the base. It is this big empty space here, with a tower in the middle, and we're going to go up and turn off the blade traps. You'll find that we are now on the second level, with viewing platforms over to the living quarters, which is still being built. You can find the corridor with spikes above the top to stop them from jumping up and walking along here, with bars to stop the birds from coming down on us. The electrical cables you can see there, and to the roof. So here's the garden, just here on this side. It's only a small one, but you can extend that out if you wanted to in your own version. This is probably about the third or fourth time I've built this base in various different forms, and I experiment around with what I've got. I've got my bed up here at the top, and here's my generator bank, so I'm going to turn, well, he's turned off already. I've got my solar panels switched to turn them all off, and as you can see, I haven't even used a full battery overnight. So this will now charge up thanks to these guys, so that should look good when the next Horde night comes in, which is tonight. So as you can see, this is the base itself. It has a drawbridge to get out on that direction, and you can see this all here. So let's go down and have a look at what damage was done. For those who are observant, you'll see that I have now given myself an SMG, and I've given all the mods onto it so that I can take on the Horde tonight. This time I'm going to increase the difficulty again, and let's see what we can do. But before we do that, let's have a look at what damage has been done. So a few spikes have been damaged around here, a little bit of damage to that one, but the one that was here is completely destroyed, and pretty much all the spikes are gone as well. So that's a bit of a shame, but we can repair that. That's not a problem. Now, trestles. A little bit of damage from the explosions, but in all, she's looking pretty good. These trestles here are just for extra support, just in case a demolisher explodes and takes out the main deck of the floor. Hopefully this should help with keeping the zombies flowing back up around here. If I bring them back up and back in through here. Now, as you saw last night, the zombies did have a good time getting down along here. Their running capabilities allowed them to get across there, so maybe an idea would be to put an electric fence somewhere along here, just so that it electrocutes them and gets them to drop down as an extra precaution, but as you can see, I am always looking at ways of trying to make this base safer for the long term. Most of this damage will be done by me shooting at the zombies, a couple of explosions, etc. So, not too bad. I mean, you're seeing I'm not requiring too much steel to repair all of this. I think the key to this base is keeping up to date with its maintenance, otherwise you will get yourself into trouble somewhere along the line. So, I'm going to keep doing the repairs on this, and again, like I did with last night, I'm going to get everything ready. I'm going to increase the difficulty again if I can. Maybe do some modifications, and we will see what the next Horde Night brings in for us. So with that, let's leave it there, and I'll see you just before the next Horde Night. So those who are wondering why I'm not battling them over at my base at this moment in time is because when I started doing the work on the base, I realised a little bit more work needed to be done to make the modifications that I wanted. So, rather than doing a half-assed base, I decided I would come and do another night on the settings I was already on and test out what it would be like in the barn. Yeah, that succeeded quite well. So, with that in mind, and how long it took to do the other ones, I will be splitting this into 2 parts, and I will be doing the final test in the next video. So, if you like what I'm doing, like and subscribe, and I will see you all in the next one.